and we make sure that we organize our action so that we can be in time. So make sure you join us tomorrow, Saturday, 10 a.m., historic King Solomon Baptist Church, 6100 14th Street.
And Sunday morning, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Central Time. Watch me live on Politics Nation with Al Sharpton on MSNBC. And I'm going to really have some new stuff on this Comey-Trump situation, as well as dealing with the mothers they don't want to talk about on Mother's Day. Let's go back to Roy in Houston, Texas. Roy? Hello? Yes, you're on the air. Okay, go ahead.
What I was saying is that something like the session this gentlemen were going out to the baseball college game, but the Klans are running around there down here in the South, riding on people's homes, threatening people. They riding out in the schools, threatening people in schools. You guys may not hear about it, so I'm letting you guys know that they're doing a lot of graffiti, a lot of threatening on people's homes. They write KKK. Are they part of the especially talking about they don't, when they going out to the game, just KKK considered games, or are they considered them?
I've not heard him talk about that, Roy, and it's a very good question. It seems like they've identified certain gangs, but not all of them. And I think that again, is a double standard. But thank you for the information. I'm going to look into that. Thank you for the call. Let's stay on Sirius XM 126 and go to Collins. Collins in Florida. You keeping it real with Al Sharpton and Charles Williams.
Hey, Pastor, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. I hadn't spoken to you in a while, but when I saw this yesterday over on Fox News, I've been monitoring the coverage of these hearings, the hearings that they had with the Deputy Director of the FBI. And I ran across Brett Baer yesterday around a little after 6 o'clock. And the reporter that he was talking to is Catherine with a C, Herridge, Herridge. And she reported on a number of aspects, but one aspect that she reported on was the fact that it was stated that the former deputy director, Comey, had asked for more money and more personnel for the investigation. Now, that's the way she opened it up. She said it's been widespread reported that Deputy Comey, asked for more money and more resources, but that has been debunked. Now, when she said that, she went to a response from the deputy director that had nothing to do with that. The question presented to the deputy director by a Democrat from California was, she asked him if he felt he needed more resources. And she put it in context by, before asking the deputy director that question, she said basically the same thing. The director had previously asked for more money and more resources before he was fired. Do you, meaning the deputy director, do you feel that they need more resources? So what Fox News deceptively did, they didn't play the senator's question. They just played the deputy director's response. Now, here's the thing, Reverend Sharpton. His response didn't match the question. Because all he said was that he felt that the Bureau is adequately resourced. Now, if you look at the answer, it has nothing to do with the question. They didn't ask him that directly, so they deliberately did that, because nobody can convince me, Pastor, that the people at Fox News are not watching these hearings. Nobody can convince me that they didn't know that the senator asked the question of the deputy director. She didn't ask him to respond whether or not the outgoing director had actually asked for this. Now, here's the other part, and the sealing part of this is that after she finished, Brett Baer doubled down on it. He said exactly the same thing, that this thing had been debunked and that this was not accurate, that the director had asked for more resources. Now, wouldn't that qualify as fake news, Pastor?
Oh, I think if it happened the way you described it, it definitely is. Thank you for your call, Collins. Because if the question was, do you feel that you need additional resources, that is not saying that Comey did not ask for additional resources, because maybe Comey felt he did need it. One has nothing to do with the other. Yeah, that would qualify as fake news if that's how it went down. Let's go to Clayton Williams in Michigan, WCHB 1200 home of Mildred Gaddis and Charles Williams.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I just want to make sure you can hear. Well, the reason why I called the station to apologize. I wanted to apologize. I called Wednesday with a gentleman that take your place when you go on sometimes, and I think he was with Reverend Charles Ellis at that time. I made a statement. I think he took it the wrong way, and he hung up on me. And I wanted to apologize. I want to try to explain what I was trying to say. I thought about it, and I'm gonna use better words. What I was just saying was Wednesday, when they was calling into the station, everybody was real enthused. They was saying, they expressing their sentiments against Trump and whatnot like that. And some of them said dumb Trump or dump Trump. And then a lot of them saying that, oh, we're so glad we got a station like your station. We can call in and express our concerns about it. But what I was trying to say, then what we need to do is strengthen each other. We need to be sure to stick together. We need to put your network, make donations and contributions, because you're dealing with a person that or try to silence it. He'll do something with a tweet. You know, if he hears things like that, he's a dangerous man in that. If you're going to talk like that, we need to straighten ourselves. And here where I got in trouble. I tried to make these analogies, and this is where I think I was wrong. I was saying that BET, Mr. Johnson and Ed Gordon, you know, we really liked it, that station. And when O.J. Simpson came in trial, he represented, we could talk. But I was telling them that, lo and behold, he sold out to Viacom, and then he bought some airplanes, and I said to him, I said, none of those planes is flying now. And I said, I'm not, so I don't feel so bad when you call on the Roland Martin show, because I don't feel like he can be silenced that easy. Trump can do it, because the owners of that station, those ladies that own those stations, they're real strong. And I was just saying, we all need to stick together. But he put it the wrong way, like I was talking about your integrity or his integrity, but I wasn't.
Well, I didn't hear it. I was going to Tulsa, but I appreciate you calling, clarify that. Thank you. That's what XL is. Get it off your chest. Don't take it into the weekend. Let's go to Kimberly Carter in Georgia. WAOK 1380. You're keeping it real with Williams and Sharpton.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I hope all is well.
All is well.
Sharpton, I attended the convention in New York, and I am still on cloud 59 from the experience. It was my first time attending a convention, and I hail from the mighty Middle Georgia chapter, where Sister Sarah Hunt is our president. And
Sister Hunt is a dynamite, as we would say.
Oh, yes, sir. We came back fired up. We have started planning our local community convention. Off the theme, everything is at stake, and just taking so much of the knowledge that we gained that week from the convention to impart to the community and to share here. But I just had to call and just tip my hat to you, Reverend Tunes, Reverend Richardson, just the whole team. The experience was simply amazing, and I had just a fantastic time.
Well, I'm glad. And you said the most important thing, Sister Carter, going home and followed up, and let's get it done. We had a national call last night of all our chapter leaders, and I'm telling you, Sarah Hunt is a jewel, and we gonna make this stuff happen, and